All right, welcome back everyone to the third installment of this Japanese martial arts genre. And now we're going to get into the ninjutsu part of it, okay? So, ninjutsu. Obviously, we've all loved ninja movies, and getting into this was a lot of fun for me. I learned a whole lot from different guys. And so, getting into this, Robert Bussey. Okay, you can look him up in Kung Fu magazines, Black Belt magazines, etc., etc. And this guy is going to be in there. And he goes through ninja combat tactics, weapons, you know, everything you can think of that you wanted to learn about ninjutsu. This guy teaches it in this series, okay? It's well worth the buy. Trust me, I've watched this thing probably 1,000 times. And I learned so much about myself, about the art, about different weapons, techniques, all of it. And it just came together, and it really is a badass series. Okay, so Robert Bussey, you know, he also trained under Matsui, and he is like one of the only living ninjas that are left in the world that's like ranked and recognized. And so him and Stephen K. Hayes, you know, went through the same training. And I got Stephen K. Hayes as well, but I think, in my opinion, Robert Bussey was a better instructor, and he was very practical and brought it and geared it more towards combat. That's what I liked most about this, was he geared it all towards combat, not just like the. Well, anyway, he geared it towards combat. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so check this out. Make sure that if you you know, want to get into ninjutsu, I recommend Robert Bussey for sure. He's well worth it. Okay. Alright, some more ninjutsu. We're going to be talking about Juan Hombre. Alright, now, Juan Hombre, how do I explain this guy? Special forces, self-defense protection, police, etc. The guy is based out of Spain. Alright, and, you know, there's so many different concepts that he taught through his ninjutsu series that I had to get them all, and I did. And these are the main ones that he has, okay? Koguryu Ninjutsu, Iguryu Ninjutsu, and then just the all-encompassing Shinobiken Ninjutsu, and then Commando Combat, okay? So he goes through all kinds of different stuff. He goes through every kind of weapon. He goes through every kind of, you know, hand-to-hand combat. The sword fighting in this is bar none, and then the knife fighting. This one all right here is all about knife fighting. Start to finish, nothing but knife fighting, and it is completely badass. Like, you cannot get a better knife training in the Japanese arts, at the very least, except for from this guy. This guy learned, and he did all kinds of amazing things. The kids that he taught, they definitely took it to heart, and when they do the instructional DVDs, it is badass. I had a lot of fun training this, and you know, I recommend it to everyone that wants to get into ninjutsu. Check out Juan Hombre. You're not gonna find a better deal, okay? I mean, he really gets into all of the finer aspects of ninjutsu. Okay. Really just phenomenal guy. Everything that I said from start to finish was really cool. He's based out of Spain. He does, you know, special forces and like military police and things like that. And so when I say that he is, you know, worth learning from, he's definitely worth learning from. He learned the arts. He took it all to heart, and then he brought it back to Spain and came out with these DVDs. And so thank you, Juan Hombre. I learned a lot from you, and I'm going to keep this going. Okay, kill shots. Now, kill shots. So Dave Koss, he's a leading ninja authority, and basically they go through 90 minutes worth of bone-breaking, muscle-tearing, and flesh-gripping techniques of Tokukuri Ryo Ninjutsu. All right, it's real pain, it's startling, and when you learn these techniques, it's one of those things. If you're in a bind, learn this stuff. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay, I got it from Paladin Press. It's called Kill Shots. These guys don't mess around in here. Okay, if you want to learn how to just take somebody down really hard, and you're ready to accept your risk, liability as far as criminal and civil goes, then these are the guys you want to learn from. Okay, I really can't say enough about this whole DVD. 90 minutes of just learning how to mess people up, and they go through a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really easy stuff, and things that you would never think of to do in a situation of self-defense. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. Kill Shots, it says it all by its title. All right, so check it out. I recommend it. It's part of the A Ninjutsu series. And then getting into the last part of it, Stephen K. Hayes. So Stephen K. Hayes is a well-known martial arts instructor. He became a Black Belt Hall of Fame in the 70s. And, he's famous for, being an escort of the Dalai Lama of Tibet. And he also won a Nobel Peace Prize in the 90s. The Japanese ninja martial art, he basically is a legend. Where do I begin with this one? So, he goes through the entire Black Belt series in all of these, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, this is all Black Belt training here all the way through. And you learn about standing your ground, angling positions, intercepting attacks, effortless victory over larger opponents, and it's all hand-to-hand stuff. There really isn't much in the way of weaponry except for when you're actually disarming people, but there is a lot of really great just techniques that encompass ninjutsu. And so it's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as intense as I would say Robert Bussey's is, or Busey, but he, it's Bussey, Robert Bussey, excuse me. But he definitely teaches his ninjutsu the way that he remembered learning it. And they both have the same instructor, but every instructor takes things differently. And so, when this guy learned what he learned, he took it to a whole nother level. And I think he did a great job. I don't agree with a lot of his Eastern philosophies, but I didn't get this to learn philosophy. I got it to learn the martial art. And so I'm going to leave it at that for Stephen K. Hayes. So you got standing your ground, assaults from behind, and then standing your ground for your belt. And then you're going with the flow against grappling assault, striking assaults, and then also how to start your testing for your black belt, red belt, stuff like that. And then explosive interception against grabbing assaults, explosive interceptions against striking assaults, kind of more of a bleed over from the last video. And, there's the next step when he goes to the green belt. And then after that, you have your effortless grabbing and throwing, effortless capture, striking assaults, and then you get through your brown belt. And then after you do all that, you study all these, and then you're ready for your black belt, your black belt testing. Okay. Now, I don't believe in belts. I think belts are kind of ridiculous, but that's my opinion on things. And each DVD has, or each video case has about 3 DVDs in it, and it goes through all 3 elements that each of these describe in the back. And I had a lot of fun learning all this stuff. It is a little bit slower progressively than what I would have liked. I like a little bit of a faster pace of training and learning, but the skills in here are invaluable. And Stephen K. Hayes definitely has a reputation for being thorough, and I think it's important to be thorough when you're learning this kind of stuff, just because you're going to effect really great self-defense and security for you and your family by learning this stuff. So that's really all I got as far as what I want to say about Stephen K. Hayes, and I'm going to put him to the side. Whew, all right, so that was all the Japanese martial arts, and as you can see, it was a very, very large pile to go through. Okay, like it literally you see how big this combat library is, and this is just the Japanese arts, okay? This is just the Japanese arts. I haven't even gotten into my other ones, okay? I showed you the Krav Maga stuff. Goodness. So, I mean, you can see, you know, I wasn't messing around when I said that I have been training for many, many years, and I've learned a lot of different things from a lot of different people. And, I mean, you can see all of these different DVDs, stacks, okay, stacks and stacks and stacks of my combat library. This is just the Japanese arts. Okay, all these right here, this is just the Japanese arts. All right, okay. The reason why I'm showing this is because if you really want to learn how to train, if you really want to be a martial artist and have a wide variety of techniques and everything, this is what you need to do. Okay. You see all that? Okay? This is no joke right here. This is literally hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of combat training in the Japanese art that I have learned, that I have taken on, that I, put blood, sweat, and tears into and invested money into over the years, and take each and every one of these DVDs as serious as possible. And I wanted to make it, to a point where no one could tell me that I didn't know how to do martial arts. And I've trained all these DVDs have been trained, okay? I've done all of these front to back to front, inside and out. And I feel confident in my abilities, my training techniques, all of it. And, so when I say that, my combat library is huge, this is just the Japanese art. It's not, Salat, it's not Eskrima, it's not all the different kung fu styles. It's not all the different Russian Sistema stuff. It's, good grief, there's so many different things that I've learned, and it's just really important that all of you realize, how much time, money, and effort that I put into learning just the Japanese arts alone. Okay, Krav Maga, Wing Chun, all the kung fu arts, Eskrima, Kunta Salat. All the Russian Sistema. One DVD I didn't have in here was, besides the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, was my Judo. I could not find my Judo series either. It's about a 5-hour long training series, and I wish I would have been able to find that, but I think it's in one of my other boxes. But this is, besides that and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this Judo and that, I mean, there's a lot of material here, and to say the least, I've learned a lot, and I'm happy that I took this journey, and I'm sharing it with all of you, and I hope that all of you take it very serious when you do train, and, train your friends, train your family, have fun with it. This stuff is going to save your life. This stuff is going to protect the people you love. This is going to, make all the much difference when, if you don't have a weapon, you know how to defend yourself. You know how to do things that other people don't know how to do, and you're going to be able to kick butt, and you're going to be able to do it in a way that's going to keep you safe from being harmed, okay? Now, I don't condone violence, I don't, but with the way the world's going and with the way that they're going to be going after weapons and everything else, you better learn how to, use hand-to-hand combat and all different variations of it. So, one day they could probably ban martial arts. Who knows? But for now, anyway, Z-Man at the Z channel. I just want to thank everyone for watching all 3 of these DVD or videos about the DVDs, the combat library that I got into, that's grown exponentially, over the years. And I mean, 3 big stacks of Japanese arts. What more can you say on this? I've trained a lot, and I've had a lot of fun, and I hope all of you take it serious. And if you have any questions, please comment below. I recommend budovideos.com, budointernational.com. check out eBay and those. And then also I have a martial arts DVD outlet.com. I have a friend that I network with, and whatever you want, I will be happy to help you out. So let me know, get back to me. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers. And thank you all for watching. Z-Man out.